All right, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Al, aka Fishing with Big Al, and welcome to the channel. Today was a nice day to be out and about. Went down to P.I.N.S, which is Padre Island National Seashore. In case you didn't know, we call it P.I.N.S for short. And went down with the idea of targeting Pompano this morning. That was my idea. I had my fish bites. I was using the Easy Flea, which was my go-to fish bite brand that I like to use. It's orange and flesh colored. If you've never seen it before, this dominates a lot of the fish bite colors to me. Out of all colors that I like to use, it's the one that I trust, especially when it comes to Pompano. It catches everything, but it mainly targets a lot of Pompano for me. So it works great, and I use it by itself. I know some people say they put shrimp behind their fish bites or whatever, but I've been using this now going on 2 years, and it's my only thing I put on my line whenever I fish for Pompano. I just put it on there and let it go. It's either going to grab the Pompano, whiting, hardheads, shark, reds. I think I've had, what else did it? I think I've had a trout. Maybe. I don't want to say that for sure, but I think I did. I'm trying to remember really good. I know a trout hit one of my fish bites before, and I thought it was that one, and it surprised me. So anyway, it wasn't bad. The watercolor was fine. Watercolor was fine because I was able to go out and I was able to catch some mullet. So it had clarity to it. But the rows, because of the way the seas were, it was not flat enough to really, I think, keep the Pompano around like they usually are. It just had too many rows in it, anything between 2 and 3 feet, and it was not pulling left or right. It was just coming in and out is what it basically was doing. I mean, I parked my truck right as far as I could, as close as I could get to it without having to run back and forth to it to get my bait or whatever I was using. So, and the water was still coming up and getting into my tire wheel. So, that was how it was running this morning. So it had a lot of in and then back out. And when it would go out, it would suck out. And then it would be almost, like you thinking the tide is dropping, which is what it was doing. The tide was falling, but it would go out, look like it's gonna stay, and then all of a sudden, whoom, a little small like tsunami would come back in, and then it would go back out again. So I never could get it to go out where I could actually walk and feel comfortable, because I wanted to walk out and get past the gut and then cast out as far as I could, but I just didn't feel comfortable with the way it was surging. So I just said, no, I cast from as far as I can go, and then I'm just gonna cast from there and work you. So anyway, first cast landed me a Pompano, 18-inch, real nice. And then after that, nothing but small whiting. No hard head, just small whiting. They was just everywhere, up and down the beach. That's all I seen everybody catching. I caught one, and my other rod took off, and I thought I knew it wasn't a Pompano. I could tell it wasn't anyway because I got it in. What I'm trying to get at is, because I thought it was, I left to go to it, and I was reeling one in that had a whiting on it. So I brought it halfway and I stopped. Well, while I was sitting there, it never moved, but when I finished reeling it in, the whiting whole body part was gone. There was nothing but the head. Whatever it was that bit straight through it, it didn't look like it was ripped. It's a clean shot, like a clean cut. And I'm thinking shark maybe that came up and grabbed it and kept going. Who knows, man? I ain't gonna lie. I've walked on a big snook in that water when I fished the surf. It wasn't at P.I.N.S. It was almost like marker 258, something like that. One of my favorite markers. I like to fish the 250 area or something like that. And I remember walking, and I walked up on a snook. So it's never telling what could be in that water. It could have been a ling. I don't know. It could have been anything. I just know whatever hit it, it was clean cut. And the only reason it didn't feel like it could have been a shark because it didn't have that rip to it. It just looked like whatever bit through it, it was a clean cut. It wasn't a blade. You can actually tell. I got the picture of it, so it should be in the video where I'm showing it. Then you look at it, and then you give your own observation. If you think it's a shark, then hit me in the comments and say, I feel it was a shark. Or it could have been something else. But like I said, I've walked on big snook. I know lings come through there every now and then, even though they may not hit your line. It's all kind of fish that's out there. I even seen something black today come to the edge of the surface, and then it went back down. So I don't know what was going around, but it wasn't like a shark. It didn't look like no shark at all. But something came up. It had a black look to it, and he was in walking distance for me to go out if I wanted to try to, because I almost did. I almost took off to go see what it was, because that's how clear the water was to me. And I almost took off just to go out there and see if I could find out what it was, because I was curious of what that was to hit that whiting like that and not even moving. My line never moved. The rod never shook or anything. I just reeled it in, and when I reeled it in, he could have already bit it off when I was coming in from out there, and maybe I thought I had some weight, and maybe that was him doing it then. But whatever happened, I just know when I pulled it in, it was cut, and he ate the other part of the whiting off. So anyway, that was good. So anyway, this is a catch, clean, and cook version. The pompano I caught it, I cleaned it, and then I cooked it. So all three variables are in this video. So don't judge me. I just shot it from the hip. So there's no retakes, nothing. I just went for it. So there you go. That's the way I like doing stuff. Just do it live. So it's all live. There's no retakes. There's no trying to make sure I get it right. None of that kind of stuff. I let it go the way it is. So anyway, like I said before, and I said it at the end, man, I really appreciate the like and subscribes. I really appreciate meeting the people that see me out and about, and I see them as well, right? So it's not like you just see me. I see you too. So people recognize, and they'll say, hey, Big Al, whatever, I see your channel. And I'm like, thank you, man, I really appreciate it. And then we'll sit there and we'll talk for a minute. I'm not just off and then I go on about my business or something like that. I'm not nervous to be around anybody or anything like that. So it always, to me, it's all family out there and we fishing. That's the way I see it. So if we start talking and it makes sense to me, then I hold conversation. It's not gonna, I'm not looking for no politics or nothing like that. I just conversate, like shoot it from the hip and talk trash, crack jokes or whatever, and just have a good time with it. So anyway, let's go ahead and get to the video. Like I said before, this was at P.I.N.S, one pompano. This is a catch, clean, and then cook. So he's already inside my stomach. So he's already in my belly. So what do you say, getting in my belly? Yeah, that's what I did. I put him in my belly already. So he was my lunch with a Coke Zero and some fries. So anyway, let's get to the video. Y'all be cool. And y'all know what we do, man. It's fish on, baby. Let's enjoy our life. Peace. What's going on, y'all? How everybody doing this morning? This is Al, aka Fishing with Big Al. Welcome to my channel. Down here at P.I.N.S this morning, beautiful setting so far. The water looked like it's supposed to be going out, but it looked like it's gonna be here for a while. I think it's gonna be some 2 to 3s is what's gonna be around us, but I still think it is going out. But the surf is actually pulling, as you can see right now, as it's come up to my truck is at. So I got my truck right here marked, and I got clearance so people can drive and get past, but at the same time, water did come up a little bit here and hit the wheels. So hopefully get some pompano in. Heard it's supposed to be some black drums, so I'm gonna be aiming for that gut that you see right out there in the front of me. So if you just picture me casting about a good 100 and something yards, I'm gonna be going for that gut out there, and I'm hoping that something's gonna be holding. The water, like I said, it's coming in, but then it looked like it's going out at the same time. So we'll see, and that happens, then I'll move out a little bit further if I have to. But right now, I think I'm in a good spot. So pompano, black drum, reds, anything is possible when the water's like this. But I got live shrimp, I got my fish bites, of course, and I got my big boy. So we're gonna set up and get it ready. Like we always do, man, fish on. Let's get ready to get it started. All right, starting out this morning, real quick. Got to get this first one out here just to get a test going and see what the seaweed is like, if there's any seaweed. So I'm going with this Easy Flea fish bite we got right here. As you know, it's the orange and white. Well, they say orange and flesh. So, and I'm going with a 6-ounce pyramid with a single swivel clamp with a number 2 eagle claw hook. Make sure I got my drag loose just in case I run into something. Cause I'm going for Pompano, but like I said, the fish bites, this flavor right here grabs a lot when the action's really good. And I don't want something that's gonna come through and crash the party and mess my chances up of breaking my hook off. So I'm gonna make sure I got my drag loose and ready to go. And just that little small piece of fish bite right there, grab me some plate-sized Pompano when they are hidden. So I'm gonna cast out, get my first cast out. All right, so hopefully she can stay out there. Water look like it's coming in more than going left to right, so that's another good sign. It doesn't have a lot of movement to it, so hopefully that's good. But like I said, you see this water coming up? Look at that. It's coming up. There it is, right there, almost at the truck. So, yeah. All right, so far so good with the 6. Just hold and make sure I got my drag a little out. Hopefully I was able to service this. Oh, so I got something hitting it already. And over there gonna be, hope it's Pompano going. Something did hit it, but he hit it like it could have been a whiting. All right, while we're waiting on that, let me get these other ones out while the getting's good. All right, first fish on. Might be a good one. He's coming in pretty good. So, oh, there we go. Good action. Good action, baby. First one up on the fish bites. Easy flea, I told you, boy. That easy flea don't be playing. Let's just hope it's a good one. It's coming in sideways. Sideways. There it is. I don't think it's a Pompano, though. I think might be a shark. I hope it ain't that. It's coming in. Oh, it's a Pompano. Oh, it's mullet out there, too. Plenty of mullet. Man, it's got some action going on right here. It might be a plate size, baby. That's one, baby. That's what we came to get. Talking and Pompano this morning. Fish bites came to the rescue again. There it is. That's one. Nice size Pompano. That's about probably a good 15, man. I know when I measure them, though. It's a good one. There we go. That's what we came to get. Talking to Pompano this morning on the fish bites. Nice one. All right, this Pompano right here is at 18-inch Pompano. Nice. I think there's probably some bigger ones than that, but that is what we want. Pompano, baby. All right, what's going on, everybody? Good afternoon. It's football Sunday, and I took advantage of it this morning and decided to go down to P.I.N.S and get some fishing in. I was hoping that I was going to get into a school and a mess of Pompano, but the water wasn't flat. It didn't lay down, so we had a lot of outgoing tide is what it was. It was outgoing at the same time, though. It had a good surge going. And matter of fact, where I parked my truck at, the water was still coming up to it, but it wasn't really high as far as deep and depth. It was just bringing waves in and going back out. So got one Pompano, which was my target. Caught it on Easy Flea Fish Bite, which is the orange and white. I'll show it to you. These right here, it's called orange and flesh, if you can see it. Let's make sure you can see it. All right, so that's the fish bite, and it's orange and flesh. You can pick these up at H-E-B. Walmart may carry them. And I highly suggest, if you're not going fishing for a while, to always take these and put them in the refrigerator to reserve them, because if you leave them out in your garage or anything like that, and you know you're not going fishing for a while, they will go bad. In the back, they'll turn a brownish color. So anyway, this is the Pompano that I caught. Nice one, 18 inches. The thing that was funny about it was the minute I got there, and I did my first cast right into the gut like I wanted to, and I set it down, setting up my other one, and it took off, and he hit it hard. He was on, and a good fight bringing him in. And after that, I thought I was going to be into him, but it didn't work out that way. So anyway, this is just clean and pompano, and you can fillet it. You can actually leave the skin on. You ain't really got to make a big deal about it. You can actually eat around this, but I'll do this. I'll just go ahead and take what I can off of it. No big deal. When I cook these, I actually fillet them sometime, but this one I'm not gonna worry about filleting, because I think I'm just gonna season it up real good, and then I'm gonna put them on the grill, which is my Ninja Foodie. I did a black drum in it the other day. I'm a fry man first and foremost. I'm a fry man, and I live by that code. That's what I grew up eating, fried fish. And for the first time, me and the wife, we tried to put it inside the Ninja, and we blackened it, and came out good. So that is the first part right there. Pompano, man, is one of your easiest fish to clean. Right here is this release area where everything comes from. Just put your knife in there like so. Take that knife underneath it like so, and just get everything out of there that you don't want. Then you can take the knife a little bit more if you choose, just to make sure you got everything you're looking for. Open them up a little more. And then right there is there's a skin film right here. And I might just fillet this one. I might just do that. I'm looking at them nice, pretty thick. I might just fillet them. Clean all this out of here. The rest of you can actually, I'm just getting it started a little bit, but you actually can take, once you pop that skin off this blood area right here, you could actually just take your not pressure washer, but your water underneath your sink. If you got a gun on it, you can just take that bad boy and just put it on high power and go for it. All right, so I'm filleting it right here. Turn them over a little bit so I can really get on like I want to. And like everything else, man, you just gonna run that knife right against this back area. I usually use my my other knife, which is my electric, but I'm gonna go ahead and use this anyway. That's all meat right there. And there's your pompano. Then the same thing right here. I take this blade, run it right against that back spine. Same thing. Give me a good piece of them where I want them. Lift it up like so, and then just run that knife right there against this spine. And that's gonna be all fillet. The first one I did when I was filleting them, it threw me off a little bit, but this is how you actually do it. I don't know because I'm so used to using my electric, that is what threw me off. All right, then we're just gonna cut that off. And there you go. That is all Where you at? That is all pompano meat, right? And then like I say, the skin, once I get done rinsing it off, it's gonna look clean. But that is all thick pompano meat right there. And I'll probably put that in my foodie grill. When I did that red, I liked it. So there you go, that's the other one. Now I'm gonna rinse these off and it's all gonna be white meat. So there you go, man. That is how you clean pompano filet. If you get the big ones, which are your 18s, 20s, things like that, they're pretty big, plate size, and then you just fillet them. Real simple. It's so easy. And then you can eat around the skin. You ain't even got to take the skin off. Actually, you can leave the skin on there because it would keep the fish from breaking apart. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. And once again, this is Al, aka Fishing with Big Al. Y'all be cool. Peace. All right, what's going on, everybody? This is Al, aka Fishing with Big Al, and welcome to my kitchen. I just came back from P.I.N.S, of course, and you saw me when I caught the pompano. Then you saw me when I cleaned it. So now I might as well, because it's 12 o'clock and the games are about to start. I left and I went down to go fish. I knew Kansas City was playing this morning, but I said, let me go down here to P.I.N.S because it's a good day. Plus, if you don't have this, you should get it. You probably got already set up where you can see games and things later on anyway. But if you're not up on YouTube streaming service, man, that is a game changer in itself. I don't have to do anything. I don't. All I do is leave, and then I come back, and I can do history, and it'll show whatever it knows I'm into. So the Kansas City-Miami game is going to be my first game of the day. I don't know what happened. I don't know what the results are. So I haven't called anybody. I didn't text. None of that. So I don't know what's happening, but I'm going to watch it. That's going to be my game. I'm watching at 12 o'clock. But anyway, since we did the catch, we did the clean, now we're going to do the cooking. We're going to cook the pompano. That is what I'm going to have for lunch today. And I was in between whether or not I wanted to put it in my Ninja Foodie, which is right here. If you don't have one of these, this is really good. It's a Ninja Foodie grill. Also, I got the Ninja with the 2 baskets right there for air frying. But this right here, man, it cancels out a lot of stuff that I like to do. So when it comes to anything like burgers, ribs, things like that, I got ribs in the refrigerator for later on that I'll cook this evening on this. And, you know, it's not going to taste like charcoal, right? But it's going to still be grilled. It's going to taste it's going to taste good. You're not going to really miss anything. So it all depends on what you're looking for. Me, myself, I love it. I don't have to go outside. As long as the baby is working, that's what I use. But when it comes to my fish, I'm still a fry man. I'm in between. I thought about this, and like I said, me and the wife, we did black drum the other day, and I'm a fish lover. So we cooked it. That's the first time I ever did that with the drum. I always fry my fish, and that was the first time we did it. Now, did I like it? Yes, I liked it, but we had pieces left over because she didn't finish all hers. So in a way, that lets me know because she loves black drum just as much as I do. And I think she liked it, but I don't think she really cared too much for it because she ate it and she ate so much of it. And then we put it in the refrigerator for the next day. And me, I'm the kind of person where I wake up in the morning and I'll eat fish for leftovers, right? And I seen it, it's in the basket, and it didn't grab me. It didn't grab my appetite. It will be eaten though because I don't waste food. I'm just gonna probably eat it in the morning or something like that. If she doesn't touch it, I'll ask her because it was her food. And if she doesn't eat it, then I'll ask her what she's gonna do with it. If she's not gonna do anything with it, then I'll take care of it. But as far as what we're doing today, it will be the pompano. So I'm going to be doing pompano. And like I said again, welcome to my kitchen. Let's get ready to get it started. This is going to be the cooked version of the pompano for the video. All right, let's go. All right, so welcome back. This is the part where I show you all what I'm going to be using, right? First off, it's real easy and simple. It's going to be the pompano. So let's go ahead and pour that water up out of there. Let's get that right out of there. Now, me, myself, I don't want my fish too moist, right? So I'm going to take a paper towel. Let me find my board. I'm going to damp it off a little bit. There's some other things you can do, too, with your fish. I don't know if I want to do it, though. The Zatarain a stick. I don't need it to do anything different. Grab my board out pretty quick. All right, so I give me the paper towel. And this is me. This is the way I do it. So I do it like the way I like to do it. All right, so take that, and I'm gonna pretty much put that in between, get it as not too dry, but just enough that it takes that water up out of there, right? So that's one done. Come back, do the other one. Man, these some nice slabs. This was an 18-inch Pompano, as you've seen in the cleaning part. This is an 18-inch, so that's a good size. All right, so now I got my Zatarans. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and clean this out right quick. Hold on for a second. All right, so I just cut up me some potatoes to put with this because I like my fish and chips. All right, so we did that. And as you can see, the Zatarans, I'm using Zatarans New Orleans style fish fry. This is crispy Southern seafood bread and mix. It says real lemon added to it, so it's real tasty. I like it. If anybody up on that Zatarans, I know it's a lot of people probably is. And that is the breading that I like to use. There's also the Louisiana, it's in a red box, but they didn't have it, so I wound up getting this. And it's just as good, it works for me. So anyway, getting back to it again, I'm gonna go ahead and get this fish seasoned, get my oils and everything out, get my fries going first, let them cook, because that's gonna take pretty much longer than what the fish. Fish really don't take that long to cook. Pompano only takes not too many minutes. You put the oil up, not too high that it burns, but you put it up high enough that it cooks it just right. So I put it like on a 6 or 7, and that pretty much keeps my fish from being undercooked and also overcooked. So that works for me. So anyway, let's go ahead and get this oil and everything out, get it ready to go, get it heated up. Like I said, get my fries in there first, let them get going, and then I'll catch up with the fish. So see you in a little bit. All right, so I got my oils on in my pans that I'm gonna be using, and pretty much the one that's on the left side is where I'm gonna be putting my potatoes at. As far as young kids or whatever, man, if you got kids in the house, highly recommend, always try to train and remind them, if they go in the kitchen and they're cooking themselves, to always try to turn your handles on the inside. Right? I said a couple of times, my wife always has to remind me of that, because I even do it. I'll come in here and I start cooking, and because there's nobody but grown-ups in here, she knows we have grandkids too, right? So she's always high on that. She doesn't want any mistakes. So she always sits on me about that, because I do have that habit. Sometimes I set it down, and because I'm grown, I don't think I'm gonna do anything wrong. But like I said, you just never know, man. A kid come walking by or something like that, they come doing their hands, waving their hands up in the air. They hit that handle and grease goes all over them, man, or anything can happen. So these are low enough that can happen. So always take that into consideration when you're cooking in the kitchen, especially if you got loved ones you care about that's gonna be walking around playing in the kitchen. You don't want them hitting something and then all that hot grease get on them. So anyway, waiting on this grease to heat up. Once it does, like I said, I'm gonna start on the potatoes and let those get going, and then I'm gonna do the fish, because like I said, it doesn't take that long. All right. All right, got the potatoes in, and while they're doing their thing, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready. Like I said, I do it like I do it. All right, so the Zatarans, I got it right here, and I'm just gonna put enough in this bowl that it coats my fish. I'm not gonna worry about putting so much in here that it overtakes it. I'm only doing 2 pieces, so I don't have to do a lot to it. All right. That right there should do it. That should coat both pieces. And I'm old school with mine, so I believe in putting it in and just shaking it up. And then if I have to add some more to it, we'll do that. But these are some big fillets right here. Nice. And like I said, man, I love fish. I'm a big fish eater. So, but I also like eating my fish fried. So that's all done. Like I said, there should be enough coating in here to take care of this. And all you gotta do is just switch that bad boy around up in that bowl. And voila, it should be all coated, bottom and top. And if not, then you just close the top again, shake it some more until you feel comfortable with it. Close up, baby. Plenty of time. All right, so there you go. So there's all the coating that's gonna be on it right there. That Louisiana, man, is something nice. I love it. So the fries are cooking now, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this all ready to go underneath my fish, and then that should catch up and everything should come out at the same time. Remember I told you something like a 7 is what you probably want to go with. This goes up to a 9 and that's really hot, but I just put it at a 7 and that works for me. That's the number that I'm safe with whenever I'm cooking my food. So, all right, so now we're just gonna stand back and wait for this all to heat up, and once it heats up, man, we'll be good to go. There it is, that red devil going. All right, so now I'm about to put in. All right, so I got the fish placed in, and they're big enough fillets that I'm gonna do them one at a time instead of trying to push them in at the same time. The potatoes and everything is going, and there you go. They're getting their golden color right there, so everything is getting just the way I want it for football Sunday. So, they ain't getting no paper towels. Let me get a paper towel. Ready to go and pull those bad boys out. They ready. And I got me 2 Coke Zeros in the freezer. So get ready to eat some fish, some fries, and Coke Zero. And I'm gonna see if this other one may even fit in here. This other one, well, I don't know. That might be called putting it close. Might be too close. Trying that. All right. All right, I'm gonna cut this fire down just a little bit. Well, I had to catch up with it. It wasn't really hot like I thought it was, and I put the fish in a little too soon. So I had to cut it up a little bit so it doesn't soak up too much grease. All right. I mean, man, like I said, I'm a fry man, so I don't eat just fried foods on a regular. But when it comes to my fish or my chicken, my shrimp, pretty much fried. So I'm gonna hold this over the top and see if this will fit. Yep, she'll fit. Now, like I was saying earlier, right? I put it in belly down instead of the backside of the skin because sometimes when you put this fish in, see how it's trying to curl up now? If I would have put that in skin-wise, if I would have put that in skin first, put the skin in that heat, that belly would have bubbled up. It would have tried to form like a arch shape. It would have arched up. So this way, putting it this way, it's going to get that bottom because that's where the majority of the food I'm eating from, to the skin. So that's the side I'm more concerned about getting cooked. Both sides are going to be cooked, but that is definitely the side I want to cook first. So that happens with pompano and trout. Trout does the same thing too. If you fry your trout and you put your trout in like that, it tries to do the same thing for some reason. So wait for it to get done. And this oil on the left side was a lot hotter than what it was on the right. So that fish right there kind of took off. As soon as I put it in there, she was ready to go. So. But here's another great piece that I added to my kitchen. Drive my wife crazy. I'm stuck on ninjas and stuff like that. So I get these ninjas, right? So I got this one, right? And if you don't have this, man, this is super good. It's a Ninja foodie. And you can do everything on that. Zoom in right quick. You see right there, he's got grill. You can roast, you can air crisp, you can bake, you can dehydrate. I haven't used that yet. And then the other one I got over there, it does the same thing, except these are baskets. So you see that, air fry, roast, reheat, and dehydrate. With this one, you can't reheat. Whatever you're doing with it is what it's gonna do, like the food isn't even cooked yet. So lifting it up, there's a grill that goes on top of it. Me and the wife, we really don't even use it because it's a pain in the butt to try to clean. So we really don't even mess around with that area. So I just cook everything in a basket and I just put it on what I want it to cook like. But anyway, let me get back to this so we don't mess this up. All right, so the fish and everything is cooking. Just about ready to flip it. All right. Yeah. Take your time with it so you don't splash a lot of oil. You're already gonna have oil coming out the pan as it is. So the other thing to do is just flip it barely over. Grab it where you can without burning yourself. And then just come back down on it. See what I mean? See how I try to, I didn't try to, it did it. And that is what it does. Now I can cut that fire down. That's what I probably do. And like I said, I'm more concerned about this getting done because how I'm gonna eat it is coming from here into the skin itself. So that's not gonna take long to cook. But if I'd have did that first, that is what the result would have been. It would have it would have arched itself up just like that. And then I would have been trying to cook the bottom and I would have been having to almost split it, right? Instead of leaving it whole, I would almost have to split it, which is probably what I wind up doing anyway. Let's see where my knife is at. There you go. She's going back down now. She actually went back down. This one actually went back down. All right. So he's almost done. And you can put whatever you want with it. Like I said, I'm old school. I'm from the Midwest, so hot sauce is good for me. I go with the hot sauce and ketchup on the side with my fries, a Coke Zero, bread, rolls, or whatever I got. And I eat that just like that. And we are good. So, one thing about fishing, when you're cooking your fish, right, you see how high it sounds at first? Once it's almost done, you will start seeing the sound kind of go away. It doesn't take that long to cook. So, let's see. There you go, two golden brown fillets, Pompano, baby. So let me grab a fork right quick just to make sure that I didn't take it out too soon, because I do like to make sure of that. But I'm thinking it's good. Yep, there she is. Oh yeah, she's good all the way to the skin. Yep, she's good. Let's see about this one right quick. And we'll put that one back in right quick. It probably won't even take it that long. Just wanted to catch up just a little bit. That was the thicker side. That's why I said, let me check that one at least to make sure that one is ready. That was the thicker side of the two. It won't take that long. Fish never takes that long. But I always check, when you get done doing it, always check your fish just to make sure it's good to go. Especially men. Or especially me. Because I think I can cook, but at the same time, when mama's in here, that's when I know I'm good. All right, little round potatoes going with it right there. Boom, good to go. All right, should be good. Yep, good to go. Put that oil down. All right. All right, so once again, I hope that you enjoyed that video. Like I said, welcome to my kitchen. That was me cooking fish when I'm in here doing what I'm doing. Drives mama crazy sometimes. She always have to come in here and make sure she's watching over what I'm doing. Like I'm a kid sometimes. I get a kick out of it. But it is good that she comes in here because sometimes I get caught up and I go into the other room and I start watching something and come back flying in here because fish burning or something. So anyway, that is the Pompano. I caught it this morning. So this is fresh, right? Caught it this morning down at the P.I.N.S. Hit just one. I was hoping to get a lot more. That was the first one I hit this morning. Soon, first cast. First cast was what I hit, that fish. And I thought it was going to be on and popping. But it was something about the waves. Anyway, I'll talk about that later. But I just want to say thank you guys for liking the video, subscribing to the videos, those who've been following. I ran into somebody at the beach today. And it was really cool. He seen me. We were talking, and sometimes, man, just by feeling, I'll stop and I'll start talking to somebody, and then he said, "Hey, man, you Big Al from the videos? You do the videos?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Man, I watch your channel." And I said, "Man, thank you. I appreciate it." So sometimes it's just off a feeling, a vibe that I'll be driving, and then I just wind up stopping. It's just something about it, how I feel about it. And a lot of times when I do run into it, the person that I chose to speak and spoke to recognize me, and then we just wind up shaking hands, man, and we hold conversation for a little while. So it's always cool. So anyway, with that said, that was the cooking part of the Pompano. Like I said before, I appreciate you guys. Those that see the channel now, follow it, hit the like and subscribe button. I highly appreciate it. Thank you. Plan on putting out more content now that I'm really getting settled down with just doing the videos as I'm fishing. I usually go fishing sometimes, and it took me a while before I even got into doing videos, but I was liking it once I got going into it. So, and I see that it helps other people that try to learn how to fish, right? People can go fishing, but a lot of people want to catch fish, but they may not know exactly how to make it happen for themselves. So, you got guys like me, Eric, Ray, other guys that got other videos down here in Corpus Christi. And these guys got videos out, so check out their content and, just check it out. Thrasher, one of the best down here that displays his talent when it comes to doing the videos. So check out his channel. And there's other channels that's out there too. Lefty has a channel. He's one of the guys. He's really good when it comes to catching pompano and things like that. So check out his channel. And like I said, man, shout out to everybody. I hope everybody's enjoying your weekend. It is football Sunday. Turned the clocks back last night, so we got an hour of sleep in. So everybody enjoy, man. Enjoy the rest of the year. And 2024 is right around the corner. So with that said, peace. I'm out, y'all. And there it is. About to put it down. All right, y'all. Enjoy that weekend. Peace.